You can see this. These are the 8 powers that we attain through Rajyoga meditation. Very important and practical powers that we receive. First, I will just name it. You can note down and then I will explain to you. Because just like here, we saw the magnifying glass yesterday, that you focus through the magnifying glass, then that energy is focused and it can even burn this paper. Heat was already there, but now it becomes like a laser light, so powerful. So the same way in yoga, I'm focusing there, and means that Supreme is already giving his powers to me, but I'm able to receive those powers and focus on particular areas of my life. Because Gyan and Yoga is together. Actually, there are 4 subjects of this spiritual study. First is Gyan, which is knowledge. Second subject is Yoga, which is meditation, connection. Third is Dharana, means practical implementation of knowledge. And fourth is Seva. So these are the 4 subjects. And when we talk about spiritual progress, 4 subjects are equally important with the specific order. There is an order, there is a sequence. First is Gyan, second is Yoga, third is Dharana, and then fourth is Seva. Like many people, they like to do Seva. Whenever there is such occasions, they feel like doing Seva. But that is the 4th subject. Seva, you will get more fruit of Seva or serving others if you have first knowledge. Even about Seva, you should have knowledge that what I'm doing and for whom. What is going to be the result, why I am doing that. All this is knowledge. And then is yoga. With yoga, I get the power. Because when I connect with the source, I receive the power. And third is dharana. With jnana and yoga, with knowledge and power, I can imbibe that in my life. That becomes part of my personality. Otherwise, if I have knowledge, but I don't have yoga, I don't have power, what will happen? That's a burden. Only knowledge is burden. Ignorance is better than.
So dharma is what you mean
implementation.
By, implementation or the
imbibe, not implementation. Imbibing those qualities. Knowledge means I know what is right, I know what is wrong. But the dilemma is right now, I know this is right, but I'm not able to do it. I know this is wrong, but I'm still doing it. For whatever reason. But that becomes a burden on me because I know. When I didn't know anything, I was still happy. I didn't know that this is a sin. I didn't know this is good or bad. So I was doing it ignorantly. So it was still okay. आज के time में, if I talk to anyone, suppose you explain this knowledge to anyone, they will say, I know. Maybe they tell you 10 more things on that. There are many WhatsApp gurus nowadays. They're all the time spreading, distributing knowledge. But where is the implementation? Where is the power to implement that? So that comes from yoga. That's why in everyday practice, this is required. All the 4 subjects we study every day. Third is dharana, paying attention to my thoughts, my words and actions. So that what I know, am I able to implement that? Is it coming into my practice? Is it really visible in my life? Then is seva. Then it's about serving others. Otherwise, how will I serve others? Even I speak Gyan, I tell them what is right, and just tell them, okay, you should not be angry, you should not be upset. They will say, look at yourself first. And even if they don't say that, but my words will be empty without any power, because I don't have that strength to do it myself. How can I say that to others? So that is why Gyan, Yoga, Dharana and Seva. So with Yoga, what kind of powers I receive? First, start from here, power to pack up. First is power to pack up, second is power to tolerate, third is power to accommodate, and then power to discern. Next is power to judge, means decision making power. Discern, and then power to judge or decision making. Then power to face. Then power to cooperate. And then power to withdraw at the end.
Power to decision making.
Decision making, then power to face, then power to cooperate, then power to withdraw. Cooperate and then withdraw. Written? Now let us take it one by one. How the knowledge and meditation helps us to attain these powers. Knowledge plus yoga, both are required to get the powers. So first is power to pack up. This to some extent we have discussed before, that as soon as I understand, I realize I am a soul. I am not the role. Although I am playing various different roles in this life, but I am not that role, I am the soul. So I play one role and then I come back, I pack up myself, pack up my thoughts out of that role and bring back my attention towards inside. Who am I? Then I go to the next role. Otherwise, the emotions or the feelings attached with that role, I will carry that to the next one. So, practice of being soul conscious helps me to attain this power to pack up. The same like when you are going for travel. Sometimes you are going for just short trip, 2 days, 3 days. So how much you will carry? You will not pack the whole kitchen and the whole things with you. You know, it's only 2 days. Small bag, enough. Travel light. So on this journey of light or life also, travel light. Don't carry so many burdens together. You know, sometimes we are thinking, some days you feel like, I don't know why I'm feeling heavy. There are too many things. But you don't have time to stop and think, what are those too many things? Really, take a break, write it down on paper. When you put it on the paper, you will know, you will be able to separate the things. Okay, this possible or not possible. Some things are like, it's only, they lie in future somewhere. Right now you cannot do anything about that. You have to do something about it next Sunday, suppose. Right now thinking about that doesn't make any sense. So I cross that. Then I take the next thing. So pack up means I have to work on every thought. I have to be attentive about what I'm thinking, what is going on in my head. And sometimes it's so simple. When you write down, you will see it's only 2 things. It's not too many. But because that is not the right time to do that, so you're just carrying it in your head. So I separate myself from that. I see the possibilities, draw the lines, then I start working on that. It becomes easy for me. And after that, I did my best, then I detach myself. I pack up, finish. My job is done. After that, they give comment, they compliment, they appreciate, or they criticize. Whatever they do, it's their role. It's not my role. I did my best from my side. Yes, I listen. Even while listening to the criticism, I see, is it real? If I feel okay, I have to check myself. Is it real? If it is, then I work on myself. That's it. I don't carry that negativity in me. If not, if this is their problem, their perspective, leave it to them. Finish. Why to keep thinking why they don't understand, why they always say like that, why they always criticize, why? It's they. I cannot say why. It's about them. It's not about me. I need to check that why I am getting disturbed. Not that why they say like that. Why I am getting disturbed. because I have attached my identity with my work, with my business, with my relations, with my any kind of work I do. So because I start identifying myself with that. So then what will happen if they criticize my work? I feel they are criticizing me because I have attached myself with that work. This is power to pack up. Separate yourself. You are not your work. You are not your job. You are you. You are a pure soul. Work can be improved. Today it's something, tomorrow I can learn more skills, I can improve it. But it's not about me. So same thing. First, when I work on myself, I will give the things in the same way to others. When I'm talking to others, even to your own children, sometimes when you tell them that you are good, but this, the way you expressed this thing, this was not right. Because you are a good child, you have values, we appreciate at the soul level. Very few people are doing that. We appreciate them because you play good piano, because you score good in your studies. That is doings. Again, we are appreciating for them for their doing, not for their being, for their character, for their personality. We have to focus on even for myself and for others who are connected with me. If I appreciate at the core level, I see the soul. Then as roles can be improved. When the soul feels confident, they feel empowered, they feel appreciated, they themselves have the zeal to improve, whether it is your workplace, your employees, or anybody. They will take the responsibility. Second is power to tolerate. Here you see a small child is throwing stones on this tree. It's a mango tree loaded with mangoes. He throws the stone and tree in return gives the mangoes. Now see another deeper aspect of that. There is another tree beside this tree with no fruits. Will anybody throw stone on that one? Because it has nothing to give. So if you are loaded with fruits, means you have the quality, you have the skill, you have the efficiency, then only you have to tolerate. If you are worth nothing, nobody is going to say anything to you. There are 4 people in your staff. Whom will you call first? Whose name? Who is already busy, who is already busy in doing things. You will remember him, that I will tell him, he will not refuse. Because he will handle one more thing also. And that person might feel that I am already busy and this job you can give to somebody else. That person has to understand I am the tree loaded with fruits. Even for yourself, in your family, if you are efficient, everyone has expectation from you. Even in spiritual life, what we say is, some people are very good in volunteer and they want to do seva, they themselves come. So what we say, what is the result of seva? Result of seva is more seva. Be ready for that. So that is a gift, that is a blessing. Why somebody is remembering me in the first place, before calling anybody else, I called you, means I see that you have the quality. So, and sometimes it comes in the form of criticism, because they have expectations and sometimes you're not able to fulfill that. And then they say, we depend on you and you are not able to do that. Why you refuse? Because they started, their expectation keep on increasing. Every time you say yes, so their expectation is more than before. Here you need tolerance. And tolerance is a power, it's not a weakness. So let us redefine tolerance here today. Because most of the people, what they think is tolerance means, I have been tolerating for so long time and now I cannot. The limit is crossed. Now limit is crossed, so they burst out. They start shouting or rejecting or kind of, just revolt that now I don't.
Yeah.
So it can be in relationships, at work, or anywhere. So when we say that I've been tolerating for 10 years, you need to really define, was that tolerance or something else? Tolerance is not suppression. Tolerance is a strength. Tolerance is a power. Tolerance is a power that tells you from inside, it doesn't matter. If they are saying something, it doesn't matter to me. If I have the strength, it doesn't matter. But what we define until now is that it matters, but I don't react. I don't react. I just keep quiet. I don't say anything. I, don't get angry, upset on the outside. But inside, I'm disturbed, I'm suppressed, I want to cry, I close my room and cry inside, things like that. That's not tolerance at all.
Maybe we take tolerance as it's the time. I mean, it's the edge where we break.
Yeah. And that's a feeling of victim consciousness. That's not tolerance. Tolerance is being a master. It's a power. It doesn't matter. Like they say, very good example they gave in India, that like elephants, when they come out on the roads, in the streets, sometimes they used to come, children used to have ride of elephants. So what happens? There are dogs in the street. They start barking. Does it matter to the elephant? Not at all. He's so powerful. If he wants, he will just take one of it in his trunk and throw it away, and all will keep quiet, will shut up. But does he do that? He doesn't need to. That is tolerance. I don't need to prove. I don't need to react. I don't need to. I don't feel the need of proving myself, because I acknowledge my own strengths. I know myself. Everything begins with self-realization. When I realize myself, and in realization, Jnana and Yoga both is required. I every day remind myself, who am I? Who am I? Not only that I am a soul, but I am a peaceful, loveful, powerful soul. I am that being of energy. It doesn't matter what they say. Nobody can provoke you. Then comes power to accommodate. It's like the ocean is accommodating so many rivers. Some are very clean, some are dirty. It's accommodating everyone. And his name doesn't change. It's still the ocean. He remains the ocean. So my heart has to be like that, big like ocean, so that no matter what comes in, I'm able to accommodate. Accommodate here also means adjusting with everyone. And actually, all of us, we have the capacity, we have the capability to adjust. That's why with some people, we adjust very well. If you can do it with some people, that means you have the ability. With others, if you are not able to, that means you don't want to. You don't want to, actually. It doesn't mean that you don't have the capacity. So we need to exercise that capacity. Second thing is, accommodating means, in Hindi we say samana, like absorbing. Whatever I see, sometimes, for example, I see your weakness. I just process it, absorb it inside, and it never comes out from my mouth. That is called samalya, samana. That's why Ganpati has a big stomach. That is the power to accommodate everyone. Vighan Vinashak ऐसे ही थोड़े है. So when we worship Ganpati, we are worshipping the destroyer of obstacles, Vighan Vinashak. So actually these are the 8 powers that he is representing. And we imbibe that, then that prayer is complete actually. We imbibe these powers. So I accommodate. Samaya I absorbed, it never comes out in front of anyone that you know what happened, you know what he did. We take a lot of taste in sharing that with others. Many people are like that around us, and sometimes we are not saying, but we are listening with interest. Like in Sunday's Murli, it was all about this dharana, all very practical Murli. Sometimes, we will say that, oh, really? Oh, then it's like, like Ramayan Katha. Like somebody is telling a story, then you say, okay, then what happened? Then what happened? Then what happened? So, first you are absorbing the negativity and then you are relating it to others. If you have taken in the negativity, if you are looking at the weaknesses, you will definitely express it somewhere, at least to one person. Everyone has got at least one with whom you share, who is very close to you. So, when we are absorbing, also, what we have to do, I have to first process. I look at somebody's weakness. I see that this soul, originally, this is also pure soul. But right now, don't know what he's going through. So I tell myself, I have a dialogue. Maybe she's going through something inside. That's why she has emotions. So it's okay. I understand. I try to understand. So even if I am listening to that all the negative garbage that soul is speaking, I will not be affected and I will not create opinion about that person, because that spoils the relationships anywhere. So, and sometimes we don't even talk to that person directly. Some third person is telling me, giving me some information, and I create doubt. So, power to accommodate is very deep actually, to apply these principles in my life. The next is power to discern. Like this jeweler, he has a way to discern this is a true gold or not. So, power to discern and power to for decision making, these both are connected with each other. Actually, with this connection with the Supreme, first gift that we get, if you are accurately doing yoga, you will feel that your discerning power improves. You can see beyond the words, you can see beyond the actions, beyond anything. You are able to discern that why this is happening and this is right or not. You can differentiate. And then comes the next power, decision making. Because even if sometimes we know this is not right, still we need lot of courage to take a stand, right? Because maybe it's only you or minority who is in that side, others are all against your decision. And of course, if you make any decision in any organization or in family, suppose you want to shift your house, you feel that is good for your family, you want to shift from here. First thing, that's not easy. It's not that you can just do a trial and then come back. You have to see all the perspective, all the different aspects of the situation. So first is discerning the situation and then taking a decision. And if finally you feel you are right, then taking that courage, that is a strength. Self-confidence, self-respect and courage. Also at the same time respecting others. Even if I don't accept their decision, I choose my way, but I have to still respect. I cannot do what you are saying because I have chosen something else in this situation, but still I respect you. I don't directly reject your idea. Your idea is also good, but right now we are not able to afford this. So in a right way, making decision at the right time. This decision making power, discerning and decision making power, is somewhere connected with all other powers also, because you also need to decide which power I need to exercise in this situation. Somewhere you have to tolerate, somewhere you have to withdraw. It will come later. So then is power to face. Power to face, of course, we can understand it is for the uncertain, unpredictable situations. Something that I cannot plan in advance. Even if we plan, most of the times things change and we have to be flexible for that. So that flexibility and strength to face the worst, preparation for the worst. You don't have to be ready for the good times. You just need to prepare for the bad times. But we prepare for the bad times at the time of good times. When everything is well, everything is going so far, so good. But at that time also I prepare that I'm happy now, but I should not be happy for that reason that everything is going according to my expectation. I will be happy even if that reason goes away. Because if I am happy for a reason, then my happiness is at risk. So I need to separate my happiness from the outside situations. That is power to face. I am ready to face anything in life. Be prepared for the worst. That is the sportsman spirit. And we all are playing here actually. This is a playground. We come as sports persons. We didn't come to win or lose, We have created this philosophy later on. It was like kids when they are playing, it's not about winning or losing, they just enjoy.
Yeah.
So this life was also like that. One person driving. We are on a journey. You are driving your car, you are enjoying your journey, and suddenly somebody else comes, they just overtake you, and even they show you kind of that we are faster than you. Suddenly you get the feeling of competition. Then you say that, okay, I will also show. This is happening in life, I'll also show him that I can also be fast. This was not the purpose. I didn't come for that. I was enjoying the journey. Now I start competing with others, and then I feel contentment in that I'm better than so and so, better than many. So if that is really risky for my happiness, for my stability, that state of mind that I deserve to be in. So power to face is related to actually just being yourself. Everything external, like the other day we were talking about, everything you see with these eyes is going to finish. Nothing is permanent. So why not be ready for that? And sometimes what happens, even if somebody is talking about that, even if it is about death of someone near and dear in the family. So when even they are talking about that, we say don't mention that. We don't want to hear that. Why not? That is the ultimate truth. Everyone has to leave one day. No? Anything else is not sure, except one thing, that we all have to leave sooner or later. So we just be ready. We are ready for that. Then, it's like Dadi Janki has written one book before she left. I know how to live. I know how to die. It's a wonderful book. And actually, the spiritual knowledge is about that. If you know how to die and you are ready for that, then there is no fear, no worry, nothing that can disturb you. Then you really know how to live. That is art of living. Art of living is actually art of dying. You can churn about it more. Nothing can bother you. No one can bother you. Because you're already prepared for the worst. In the worst means, even in the worst times, I will not lose my positivity. That should be the spirit. Then next thing is that power to cooperate. Next power. Here you see in this picture is Govardhan Parvat. When Shri Krishna has done that, lifted that, then everyone else also came to support. So when you have to lift something, I mean, you have to bring any kind of change. In the beginning, you might be alone. Most of the times, we are alone when you bring a new idea. But if you are confident and you initiate, then everyone will follow. Creating followers, not difficult. Creating leaders is difficult. So, being a good leader, I should know how to receive cooperation. I have to initiate that. By doing it myself, by being available with 100% confidence in my idea, even if there is a lot of criticism. So first I should do my homework on that. No? And at the same time, when you give, you get. I also cooperate with others, then I will get cooperation when I need. But it might be quite possible that not from the same people whom you cooperated, not necessarily they will cooperate with you, but it will come back to you from somewhere. Also believe that this is very important to understand, because we are looking at the same people. Because I helped him in need, he should help me also. And why it's not coming back, then we even doubt karma philosophy, that I am doing good but they don't even care for me.
And Didi, doesn't this become like an expectation?
Yes. And mostly we have, even the knowledge, we are processing it like with our own weaknesses. Mind will process like karma philosophy. We understand what you give, you will get. So what you understand, right way of understanding is something else. But mostly what we understand, I am now doing for him, so when I need, he must give back. And when he doesn't, so every time I do something good, I create expectation. And that expectation is there in my head. I keep increasing those expectation, and when I need, I feel sad. No one is available. Then suddenly somebody comes who helps me, but I still sulk inside. I still feel that, see, my own people, my own brothers and sisters, they don't help. See, a stranger is coming to help. But why this stranger is coming to help?
Because he helped one.
Because it has to come to you, come back to you from somewhere. You got it. You should be contented for that. We think in a very limited way. So the right way of thinking should be that I give, I will get. I don't have to worry about that. When will I get the result? So long time. That is what is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Karma karo, phal ki ichha nahi karo. So you do your karma, good deeds, keep doing, keep continuing. But don't even think about the results. Because definitely result will be good. If my recipe is okay, it will come out good, no? So this is the recipe of life. Then last is power to withdraw. It's like the turtle. What he does, he has eaten, he has finished his daily whatever job he has to do. After that, he will just withdraw his organs, go inside the shell, and looks like a stone. Anyone comes and sits on that stone, and they say that this is a stone. He doesn't come out to prove that I am not a stone, I am a turtle. And what we are doing, if somebody says, you don't even know this, you are so stupid. That was, I choose that this is my rest time. I have done my best. After that, you acknowledge that or not, none of my business. Some people will say good, some people will be against you. All kinds of people will be there. But when I choose to withdraw, that withdraw means I want to now protect my energies. I want to save my time, energy, money, everything. And sometimes it's like a situation where there is a gathering of friends or near and dear ones. And after a while, you feel that time is being wasted. I should withdraw from there. It's very hard. Why we say it's a power? Suppose you decided, maybe you were drinking or eating some kind of food which you decided that now, from now on, I will not do that. And then you sit in that gathering again. Meeting is important, that's fine. But when they are offering that, you can withdraw. If they are speaking something which is rubbish, I know it's not of any use, wasting my time. But especially in our Asian culture, we very care about what they will think. They will feel bad, what they will think about me if I just leave like this. So we have to have that strength where I can withdraw myself. Not everywhere you have to adjust, not everywhere you have to tolerate. There are moments where I have to choose to withdraw myself. So meditation and knowledge gives me the strength. Knowledge also gives me that strength to set my priorities, to understand what is important for me. Are they going to help me if I lose something because of just wasting my time with them? Nobody will be there. I have to take care of my life. I need to see how much time, how much energy I need to put in somewhere. Even in any kind of arguments, sometimes. Just withdraw from inside. Every time it's not possible to withdraw physically. You cannot leave the home, if there is an argument going on. But inside I can leave. Within me, I just don't care. I can withdraw myself. Withdrawing is saving my energy. Not thinking why they are saying that. Just like that turtle. I want to be at peace. I choose to be at peace. Don't analyze everything what is happening. No need. Sometimes we feel that we are very intelligent, we analyze everything. But you are misusing your intelligence. Not required. In some situations, you don't need to use your intelligence. Just be like a child sometimes. So that is wisdom. That where to use the intelligence and where not. That is wisdom. For certain things, you just say, okay. You don't have to analyze. Just say, okay. You want to do that? Okay, do it. Even with your team, even with your family, sometimes just say, okay. Because I might get a little bit more profit, but at the cost of my peace of mind and their peace of mind, at the cost of relations, everything I lose, and then I get little bit more profit. I need to really choose between this. What is my priority? So these are the powers that we receive through meditation. So now we can have few minutes of experience